You want me to take your phone too? Are there any rules that you can comply with, sir? It seems like you're in kind of a slump right now. You got to get out of that. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Well, we got good times and bad times in here. That's the way this works. This is a case. Okay, it's a pending case since June on the state jail felony. Looks like injury to a child or
Yes, Your
elderly person. Oh. What are we doing today? A motion to amend bond conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that what this is?
Correct.
Have you had a chance to see it?
I have not, Your Honor.
This was served on all council of record on an e-file October 21st. But it may not have worked.
It may not have worked its way to me.
to your desk.
Yep.
All right, you summarize it.
In short, Your Honor, the subject of the allegation is her son Bentley, who's been removed and placed with a man in Arkansas who we don't believe is in the best interest of him. He has a significant criminal history.
What are y'all doing about it? What are y'all doing about that? What are you doing about that? She has an interest in that child, right?
Yes, of course.
So what are you doing?
Well,
I don't think there's much I can do.
one of the bond
Here in
conditions
Beaumont.
is that she can have no contact with him. So we're asking for that condition to be lifted so that we can make a push to get the child out of the custody of the convicted felon. Where I believe he has 6 active cases, including failure to appear. He's got violent history and drug history, and we need the condition of her having no contact with him to get him back here and back in the home with his brothers and sisters. She cares for it's her son that is special needs. She's constantly around mandatory reporters. She's willing to take any measure the court would see fit in order to get Bentley back to a residence where he can be safe.
Which is where?
With her, Your Honor.
What about until this can get resolved, no contact with the victim?
Yes, that's.
I mean, that's a big fat thing right there. That's the elephant in the room.
Understood.
And we all know what happened. I've done this long enough. I know what happens. I know what happens when there's contact made until there can be something worked out, which is what I would ask y'all to hasten to try to do in this. This is, let me just read this. Hold on. I don't have a probable cause. We have a
Point out
copy
that
of
he
this.
did.
Let me read that.
Yes, sir.
What the affidavit says first. I see what it says in the 4 corners of the indictment. And in the 4 corners of indictment, look, my parents would have been charged based upon that.
Yes.
But I know that's not what's discipline. Reasonable discipline is something the grand jurors all know about, and they wouldn't have indicted it for reason of what they deem to be reasonable discipline in the home. But the 4 corners just says cause bodily injury by striking the child about the head and body with the defendant's hands. You know what? Don't shake your head. This isn't your time to try to explain
reason you don't
this.
have a
Really, this isn't a trial. Relax. We're going to try to figure out how to get this taken care of so that all parties feel like justice is served.
It looks like there wasn't a probable cause done in this case.
See, that puts me in the blind because
there wasn't-
I mean, everybody agrees. I mean, there's the way the 4 corners,
We don't have one in our file either, Judge.
the 4 corners alleges something that can be called reasonable discipline. I mean, I was We were all spanked, I think. And nobody went to prison, but our parents, as long as it did not get out of hand and it was
And it's,
inappropriate. But that's why there's something else to this, and I don't know what it is.
I would,
They don't indict this way just for a spank on the buttocks with a hand. And that's not what happened. That's not what this is, but we don't know. And until I know more about this, I'm not in a position to change any of the rules. Everything is frozen now. But there's got to be some report somewhere on this.
I have the officer's report. I just don't have a problem.
Let me see if I can look at that real quick. Have you seen this?
personally, I,
But I mean, but it's Mr. Kelly's. Has he seen it?
yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Y'all on behalf of her need a copy of it. Yes, because looks like it's some information that isn't in this file at all, that. All right. I think I see some things here.
And
The allegations are, she struck him in the face. And he had black eyes, bruising on the face. And then gave a statement to police later, a couple of days later, went and apologized to the police for not telling them the truth the first time. So those are issues that are going to have to be addressed. But it's obvious that what we have here is just not based on what I read, is not a win on behalf of the grand jury.
I would just point out that the officer's investigation didn't result in a probable cause, and there was
Well,
interviews with Garth House that were
We
that
don't know.
found inaccuracies.
We don't know what the grand jury heard. That's, but they, 9 or more decided probable cause exists. I'm not changing any of the terms right now of conditions of bond. At this time, there are issues that are apparent in what I'm reading here that need to be addressed, but that child's not going back into the home with her until those can be addressed responsibly. And I think it can be without a big blown up trial, but that's y'all's business. Things, somebody's got to explain the black eye, the bruising, but that is not the way you discipline a child where they end up resulting in harm to their face.
Yes, yeah.
And
We would
then
just-
she's going to have to explain we're going to have to deal with what did she lie to the police about that she had to call them back later.
We would,
Oh, that's what that is. The motion is denied.
yes, sir. We would just ask to be put on trial document.
There's that's the problem. But no contact with the child, nor anyone on your behalf. That happens, you'll be put in jail,
Right, yes, sir.
and anyone involved with that.
Well,
Because the worst thing is for the child to be like a tennis ball. Battered.
it's like his eyes are always like that. There is no, they are not black whatsoever. I can show you pictures from the time he was born. He's had dark circles under his eyes. And I did not hurt my son. I did not strike him in the face.
Anything else?
No,
All right, get a resetting and you can leave.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, be getting ready for trial, everybody. Almeida Ladette, John. He's going to be.
This is what that was. Trying to rouse up.
No, you've got a drug pass right now, right? Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need that.
I get.
Yeah, John.